This is a content warning. This podcast, Deal Psychic Damage, is an uncensored podcast intended for mature audiences. The following show contains descriptions of violence, adult themes, supernatural and horrifying content, as well as frequent bad language. We recommend parental guidance for children under the age of 15.
You're listening to This Podcast Deals Psychic Damage, a D&D podcast for people who love fantasy RPGs, but hate good production values, interesting dialogue, and a comprehensible plot. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Ross, and I accept no liability for any psychic damage caused by this podcast. This week, I'm joined at the table by Monash.
I'm playing Daru Panwala, a wood elf bard working as a farmer on the peripherals of Broad Hollow. Daru specializes in growing medicinal herbs, flowers, and highly sought-after recreational smoking leaf. Daru enjoys entertaining the locals after a hard day's work with music and chill vibes.
All right, welcome, Daru. I have Ashley next. I guess we'll go in Zoom order.
Yep. I play Tyker, the half-orc shifter. I have nothing else prepared.
That's what it says on the box. It's a half-orc shifter.
I didn't do my homework.
All right, we also have Dylan here at the table.
Neil Silverscale, a silver-born blood hunter who regularly speaks in third person because he forgets his own name.
It's absolutely true. Everyone else comments on it repeatedly. And lastly, and if I'm being honest, leastly, we have Amy at the table.
I didn't prepare anything either. I play Rick, the ridiculous rogue who likes to get reckless.
All right, welcome, Rick. Welcome to all of our players. Well, I start you guys off with a little bit of a recap. I may be a little bit shaky this week because I haven't listened to our recording of last session in its entirety. So you guys might have to help me out on the detail. Yes,
make something up.
I could just make stuff up. That's true. I can do that. All right. Yes. So you guys, where did we start? We started off on the beach, the 4 of you and 5 NPCs. That's a inauspicious number because it rapidly dropped. So you had the 4 of you standing on the beach considering climbing the cliff. You had Father Mackey and Jake with you, as well as Captain Johnson and 2 of his crew members, Smee and Benny. So you guys argued for, and I was just listening to this before, about 15 minutes about who would climb the cliff first. In the end, Keel and Captain Johnson climbed the cliff first and let a rope down for everybody else. Unfortunately, Benny slipped on his climb. He slipped when he was nearly at the top, and he fell. He landed head first, and he fucking died. Making him the 4th of Captain Johnson's crew to die that same day. Fully 50% of his crew died. But the day wasn't over yet.
Not a very large crew, to be fair.
No, it's quite a small crew. Yeah,
especially if they're
less
dying.
Profit share. Yeah, well, yeah. Yes, so you guys climbed the cliff. You arrived in front of this temple. You were very suspicious of the temple, and I'm starting to suspect it's because I'm in the habit of springing traps on you guys. But you again spent like fully 15 minutes outside the temple. Like Rick threw a rock through the door, and you know you guys trickled sand over the floor to check for hidden pits. So I mean, those instincts will serve you well later on. So you guys eventually made it inside the temple. You killed the giant crabs that were waiting there, and you looted the camp. Yes, so you looted this encampment that you found. Reckless Rick, Tyker, and Keel were still under the effects, though, of the temple aura, which was making them feel frustrated and angry and confined and claustrophobic. And under the effects of this particular aura, they recklessly, in Rick's case, and everybody else's, jumped down into the darkness, feet first, without really thinking it through, leaving Daru on the surface with all of the NPCs. Captain Johnson and Smee, his only surviving crew member with him at this stage, decided to take that opportunity to escape. But Daru was having none of it. He commanded Jake, his faithful hench Triton, to stop them from escaping. And Jake did just that. He hucked a fucking fishing spear directly into the back of Smee's skull. And Smee died. He killed him. He got a nat 20 and he fucking killed him. So CJ, Captain Johnson, or former Captain Johnson, or just John Johnson, JJ, he surrendered again to Daru this time and conceded that Daru was another co-captain, making everyone but Keel co-captains of the Harpy's Handmaiden. Falling into the darkness, you guys found a cave and a narrow crack at the other end leading deeper into the temple. You squeezed through this crack one at a time and found yourselves in a pitch black chamber filled with these luminescent and carnivorous anemones waving their poison tendrils everywhere. You guys stacked up with the people with dark vision on the outside of the column and the people without dark vision on the inside. This proved to later be a mistake because all the NPCs ended up in the middle of the column, meaning that the terrifying giant rock lobster, which lurked in the darkness, was forced to prey upon you guys. After having a go at Tyker and then Rick, it finally landed on Keel and taking him in its fearsome pincers.
In a bloody one shot. Goddamn rock lobster.
It dragged him back to its lair, and I have legit felt guilty about this all week. I have never killed a player before. I think you could have stomped the rock lobster if I hadn't just stacked so many environmental effects.
You know what? That's life, right?
I took like no damage from everything.
I rolled really well on his damage too. I think I hit Rick and I got like 30 damage on 3d10 plus 4.
3d10.
Yes. So unfortunately, the giant rock lobster seized Keel, dragged him down into its lair. All right. Yes. So Keel, the real Keel, was dragged down into the darkness of the rock lobster's lair and presumably consumed because Tyker sort of missed on the final attack there and was unable to break him free. You guys pulled yourselves up out of the water, freezing and miserable in the dark and missing one of your number. Meanwhile, Keel, you were confronted by your god, Niobe. And while she was very disappointed that the hunter had become the hunted,
I got ripped a new one.
She was willing to give you another shot. And as you guys kind of sat there in shock and listening to this rock lobster chow down on Keel, you saw another Keel crawling out of the water onto the rock ledge next to you guys, and you guys seized him and gave him a hug. Astonished by your good fortune that he'd come back, and that's where we are now. So Keel, you're in your new body. You've been de-leveled down to level 2. That is temporary. I will reiterate. Everyone, you've jumped on Keel and you give me a hug. So Keel, you're now being hugged by everyone. How do you feel about that?
Please don't do that. It hurts.
Oh my gosh, Keel.
Does he have like that post-birth yumminess all over him?
Oh, yes, he does. He has afterbirth on him for some reason.
It's a slightly golden from the aura of a god.
Yeah, I didn't mention this last session, but he didn't just like pop back into being. Yeah. Niobe manifested and birthed a fully adult dragonborn. So this small, slightly built elf woman birthed a fully adult dragonborn right in front of your eyes. And it was...
I mean, she's a god, so she can do whatever she wants.
She can, but it was graphic and horrible, and you guys are still shaking that off.
I was about to ask on a scale of 1 to 10, how shocked are we?
It was truly terrifying. You watched an apparent woman give birth to something bigger than herself.
Takes me back.
Yes, so you guys are on this rock ledge. You can see there's a narrow passage that kind of... So there's the 4 of you guys there. You have Captain Johnson, Father Mackie, and Jake. They're all still alive. And you can see the passage takes a sharp right turn, 90-degree hairpin turn. And you guys can move on deeper into the temple if you so wish.
Was I birthed with my gear?
Oh, how much rope does he have? It's like really important that we have
all of the rope. It was like a magician's trick. Like she kept pulling rope. I actually saw something like that in Thailand on Soy Cowboy.
No, we don't need.
There were illuminated Christmas lights, and she just kept pulling them. It's man, I tell you, if we ever go on a trip to Thailand, it is educational. The things you can find.
Okay, so moving right along.
Amy wasn't there for that one.
I am a lifelong learner.
Yes.
I'm on 1 HP, so that's fine.
Let's have a sit down. Hey,
yeah,
Keel.
high five the almost dead group.
Oh, okay. You guys are going to have a short rest.
I know. I need more than that.
Well,
because I
you
don't
can't
have any
long
hit
rest
dice
yet.
left.
It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. You're not ready for sleep yet.
No, okay.
Yeah, I am ready for sleep. Thanks, dice.
Yeah, I'm ready for sleep.
What are we looking at, Daru?
What are we looking at?
And I don't feel safe in here.
Yeah, you can hear the lobster still eating Keel's previous body somewhere in the darkness.
I'm not feeling great after this that last sort of little trip.
He goes,
Have you got any?
I don't have any. I've got a cure wounds, but do you need it now? Because I'm running low on spell slots.
Yeah, because I have some serious PTSD. I don't want to sleep near the...
Well, we can't go in front of anything again because we're too.
I've only got a level 1 cure wounds, so I'm not
You
sure.
see, Father Mackey's like, I am also quite tapped out.
Well, why don't we go back to the ship? Because I think have we done everything we need to do on this island?
I think we've got to go further in the temple.
I think we got to keep walking in.
Jake's like,
that sounds.
y'all haven't even made it to the temple yet, and that's where the problem gonna be. You guys can go back, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
Okay, Rick, come here. Rick, come here. I'm gonna cue you, but you need to promise to protect me after this.
All right, Ross. I swaddle up.
Is that so? You've said that a couple of times. Is that like a combination between swagger and sidle?
It was, but for the first time it was an accident. Now I'm just
okay. So that's how Rick moves. He swaddles. He somehow he swaggers, but also sideways like a crab.
Rick, you get 6 health.
You see Rick swaddles up to Daru, and Daru kind of puts his hands on him and heals him a little bit. And Rick, you feel a little bit better. You guys are all kind of sitting there in the darkness, and Jake's like, "Hey, so what it gonna be? We going forwards or we going backwards? Because we got to go past that lobster again."
I'm literally gonna die if I go into that poison.
Yeah, so am I. What's nearby? Like, what room are we in? Could we?
You guys are just kind of in a passageway. You can't see what the next room looks like at this stage. You could your torches are doused as well, so you can relight them if you want.
I'll relight my torch.
Okay, so Taika lights his torch back up, and you can see there's a 90-degree turn, but you can't see what's around it. You can kind of proceed that way, or go back through the anemones, I guess.
Anemone.
I vote we just stay right here.
Forever.
Just camp in this hallway.
Yeah. How is the hallway?
I mean, it's narrow and it's damp and it's drafty,
but it's secure.
Yeah, we'll sleep single file.
Okay, all right. So you guys are making camp. You guys are legit putting up your bedrolls and that.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can find a barricade to stop the rock lobster, that'd be nice.
The rock lobster is still alive.
We can take turns sleeping.
I'm sure he's
It's
full.
9 p.m. somewhere.
I only need to sleep half the night.
I think that's a compliment, Rick.
All right. It's the middle of the afternoon, but yes, okay. You guys you sit down. Daru plays his viol and the haunting sound. Have you actually got a viol there?
No, I definitely don't have a viol, but I've got a ukulele. So.
Could you give us, how does it sound, the music you play?
Very nice.
So Daru starts to play. He starts to play his viol / ukulele for you guys, and you guys take a long rest there.
I am instantly asleep.
You see Keel passes out. Taika and Rick, are you guys going to sleep as well?
Yes, obviously. First, let's tie up Johnson.
Oh, okay, yes. You're going to tie him up.
Yeah.
All right. You see,
What?
Captain Johnson's like,
I'm asleep. I already said I was asleep.
Considering we're taking an extra long rest because obviously it's 4 in the afternoon. We're going to go to the morning. Should we sleep in shifts so someone's always awake and then can therefore watch CJ?
I'll take the first shift.
all right. So you guys kind of sleep in shifts, and I'll say
I take
you
no
guys,
shift.
you guys you all take a long rest. Daru, I think you only need to trance for about 4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours. So I'll practice and keep watch in between.
Oh, yeah.
This
Yes.
is my homage to Clara.
So initially, initially Jake kind of keeps watch with you. You see, he's like, I don't sleep too much, but I'm happy to keep you company.
Oh, thanks, Jake.
And you guys kind of just shoot the... I don't know, what do you talk to Jake about? What would you like to...
Well, I'm going to ask him about his cooking skills and how to learn how he makes such decadent food.
All right. Give me an intelligence check to see if you learn anything off him while you guys talk about Cajun cookery.
12.
12. All right, you learn a little something. I'll say you can add 1 to any cooking rolls you have to make.
I'll try and remember that.
Yeah, you learn some fundamentals of Cajun cookery there.
That's actually really exciting.
Yeah. Yes. So you guys kind of sleep 12 hours in like staggered shifts there, and everyone gets to have a long rest. So you guys wake up 12 hours. I guess you guys wake up before dawn at 4 a.m, and somehow the cave you're in is even darker. Yeah. What are you guys doing?
I'll wake everyone up because I'm probably the most awake.
You only trance for like 4 hours there. So.
Oh my god, I feel shit.
You look fine, Keel.
Yeah, my body doesn't say that.
Let me give you a massage.
Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts.
Darius starts to massage Keel. All right, yes. So you guys have a 12-hour long resting in shifts, and something special passes between Keel and Daru. Something unspoken passes between Keel and Daru in that time. All right, yes. So you guys wake up, you feel much better. Father Mackey's like, "Oh, that was crazy. I didn't think we could sleep here, but I did." And Jake's like, "This is crazy. Why we sleep here? This is why we should go home anyway. We checking out this temple or what, y'all?"
Yeah.
All crazy.
And you see CJ kind of wakes up. He's like, "Hey, you guys are nuts. You've kept me overnight. Who knows what my crew will have done in this time?"
I just go up to CJ. I could kill you, and it might make me feel better.
I'm not sure that you could. I'm pretty tough.
Pretty sure he's still tied up.
That's true. I am. Yeah.
Reckless Rick used his sea knots and everything.
Rick, these aren't sea knots I recognize. This kind of looks like the nuts they use when they're tying each other up in S&M sex, you know?
Hey, Rick, can you teach me those knots later?
For you and Keel, yeah, no worries.
Thanks.
All right, so there is still a 90-degree bend. 90-degree bend around which you guys have not seen.
Right,
so you've kind of all camped in this damp and dank passageway. And all of your backs hurt. You've woken up with back pain. It was a drafty
we're
and
all
wet.
in our 20s. We don't have back pain.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Early 20s. Okay.
They give it a few more levels.
I think I'm pretty sneaky, so I'm happy to sneak around the corner and have a look at what's going on.
Hey, that's pretty smart, Rick. I wouldn't have thought about that.
Yeah, you feeling all right? That's not very reckless.
All right, I just blaze in guns of glory. No, I'm gonna have a look.
All right, yes. Give me a stealth check around the corner to see if anyone around the corner knows you're coming.
19.
Reckless 19. All right, you guys see.
Is Rick using a torch?
No, Rick does not have a torch, and he also can't see in the dark. But anyway, so you see Rick sneaks around the corner with exaggerated care. And Rick, you kind of sneak down this passageway, and it's not very long. You can see reflected light kind of from Tyker's torch back there, and it kind of illuminates this scene that you can't see fully. But you can see this is a big stone chamber, and as Tyker's torchlight kind of flickers, and you can see the shadows of Daru massaging Keel cast large on the wall next to you. Cast large on the wall next to you.
It felt good, man.
That's right. I've got a plus 20 to massage.
Don't fight it. Don't fight
never
it.
made you feel that way before. Yes,
not after being rebirthed.
The reflected light, you see it kind of shimmering off this metallic object lying in the darkness there, and you kind of get the impression of there's a bloke in armor lying on the ground near the entryway to this chamber.
A dead
He's not
bloke?
moving. He's not moving.
Okay.
You'd have to get closer to find out.
All right.
Must have died when they were sleeping.
Approach this guy and attempt to steal his wallet.
Give me a perception check as you approach him.
What kind of wallets did people have before we had modern wallets?
They had money pouches.
purse.
Leather
purse.
pouches. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the place where they kept their money.
I like that everyone knew that. That was good. Oh, he's not a
Zinger.
Boy, today that's a tidy 6.
6. All right. You don't notice anything unusual about this room. So yes, you move up to this guy. He is indeed very dead. He is ice cold and starting to decompose a little. In your inexpert opinion, he's been here a while. And yeah, you have a rummage and fuck it, you find a purse with, I don't know, 8 silver in it.
Oh, no gold.
No, and people don't carry like heaps of cash on them.
Rick does, because he's reckless.
Oh, so I was gonna say, hey, Taika, should we go check on Rick?
Oh, I come back and tell them what I saw. Do I notice anything else about the thing?
Nope, you just see one corpse illuminated by Taika's reflected torchlight. And yeah, you come back, you're like, hey, guys, there's a corpse in the next room.
What kind of
That
corpse?
doesn't bode well.
It was a human, and he was wearing fairly cheap armor. He reminded you strongly of the soldiers who attacked your village from King Dilkash's army.
Oh,
Probably a dead corpse.
yeah.
I guess we check it out.
Are you guys all kind of just going in next door?
Yeah, well, I didn't sense any danger or anything, so I'm
All
like,
right, yes,
yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I stick at the back with Jake.
Okay, you guys all
Probably the
just
NPCs
kind of
are still behind.
You guys kind of all walk around the corner. Daru is keeping a close eye on Captain Johnson. And Taika brings his torch around the corner. And Taika, with your torch, you illuminate this room. And you can see there is not just one body. There is, in fact, 8 bodies. And now with the benefit of the torch, you can see they are all dressed in the armor and colors of King Dilkash's infernal army. And there's these 8 regular old soldiers. And you can see that they all have their weapons on them. Some of their weapons have blood on them. Other ones don't. And you can see they're all lying in various poses around the room, and they're all very dead, all 8 of them.
Holy shit. That was slaughter.
Hey, Rick, you said there was one.
I don't have dark vision. I don't know what you want from me.
You can
Do
have my glasses.
Thank you.
any of them have a ranged weapon?
No, none of them have a ranged weapon on them. At the far end of this vault, you can see that there is a great big door, right? This huge big door, and it is inscribed heavily with these runes. Does anyone speak Celestial?
Don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think I would.
Are the bodies like spread out everywhere?
Are they
Or
the
in
same
certain
level of
zone?
decay?
Yes, they're all the same level of decay. I'll tell you what, give me nature checks to see what you can glean from the corpses. But you see this great big round door with all the magical runes on it that you can't read. You see it is ajar, and this aura is getting even stronger the closer you get to it.
15.
That is a 19.
19, okay. With a 19, Taika, you have a good look at these corpses. You have a look at their weapons and their poses. It looks like they killed each other. These 8 guards. All of their weapons appear to have been done with swords, short swords, and spears. And it looks to you like they probably killed each other.
I have a follow-up question.
Yep.
Are we still angry?
Yes, you're still angry, and you're starting to feel angrier.
Is there if we go towards the door, do we get angrier?
You know what? Everyone give me an intelligence saving throw.
Sorry, guys.
How far away is the door?
You're now 10 feet from this door, which is cracked ajar and open.
Can I say that
Okay.
before we did this, I took my potion?
Yes, why not?
The potion I prepared is, sagacity, which
Yep.
gives me +3 to intelligence, but I have disadvantage on any charisma throw saves.
Look, to be honest, I probably would have imposed disadvantage on Keel for any charisma checks anyway. So,
Cool.
yes,
I got
do
a
it up.
19 for
19,
my
yes.
saving throw.
Go. 11.
11. Okay,
12.
yes. 12. All right. And Keel?
Cool. Sick. 28.
Wow, Jesus. Okay. So Taika, you're the only one affected by this, which makes sense. You know what I mean? You're always pretty on the edge anyway. So the temple aura, now that you're here in the vault room, is the strongest it's ever been. If you do anything other than like a melee attack, you'll take D4 psychic damage. You see Taika, he's just like clawing the fucking walls. He's going absolutely apeshit. You see he's pacing back and forth, and he's just furious. He's out of his mind.
Chill out. Chill, man.
Don't tell any fucking show.
I look at the door, I put
Yep.
my hands out, and I say, melon.
The door,
Melon.
which is already open, swings open a little more when you touch it.
I do the same thing. Melon.
You have a look through
Melon.
through this door, Melon. You see Tyker starts punching the door in a fury and shouting, Melon.
I don't really know if he's co-captain material, to be honest. This is quite
Do
crazy.
you say that out loud?
You go.
Didn't you jump in the water after those mer people?
Shh. It's taken so long for you guys to reach the end of this dungeon. You push the door open very slightly and you can see what's in there.
What's in there, Danny?
What's in there?
What's in there?
All right. You see in this chamber, it's slightly bigger than the one you're in. You're in like an antechamber, and this is like the temple chamber proper. So you can see it's like this vaulted ceiling with all these pillars. And between the pillars on either side of the room are these stylized stone angels. And they kind of give you the impression of being like statues of people like Gav. They look a bit like Gaviziel, the angel you're acquainted with. And in the middle of the room, lying on the ground, you can see this bloke, and he reminds you of Captain Shelby. You would conclude that he is a witch knight. He's wearing this very scary full plate armor with these demonic runes incised into the surface. You can see he's carrying this rather dark and mysterious looking longsword in his right hand, and in his left hand he has a bag. This bag with apparently a seal around the end of the bag. Can everyone please give me an investigation check as you approach the body?
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead?
He's dead.
13.
13. Yep.
25.
25. Okay, Keel. As you enter the room with your keen hunter's senses, you immediately know what's happened. You can see, with the 25, you can see that the Witch Knight in the center of the room, he's responsible for finishing off the last couple of blokes in the last room. He came in here and you kind of sniff and you can smell the smell of blood coming from the statues on either side of the room. And you look and you can see faint traces of blood on the angels' weapons. You would conclude that, yeah, the statues are responsible for killing this witch knight.
Okay, everyone stop. The statues are alive.
Fuck are you talking about?
Don't blink.
I'm busy trying to teach Tyker what meditation is.
Meditation?
It's just not working.
You just gotta breathe
It's not working.
in. Sorry, what did you say about the statues?
Rick, particularly Tyker. Oh my God, please don't run in there.
Run in there.
No.
Running in now.
Beyond the witch knight's corpse, on this little pedestal, you guys can see something shimmering at the back of the room, and you would conclude this was the direction in which the witch knight was going.
Ooh, pretty.
So yeah, that's the scene in front of you. You got the witch knight with his full plate armor, his long sword, and his magically sealed bag. Just sealed bag. And in the distance, a pedestal with something glittering and golden on it. You know what? The bag seems to be magically sealed now. If you think about it.
All right, that was my investigation roll.
Yes.
Tyker spots the long sword and goes, "Yeah, I'll have that," and walks and goes and grabs it.
No, Tyker, just stop.
Unless someone can stop me.
Unless someone wants to roll for it, yeah. You see Tyker strides forward and, he picks up this longsword. Tyker, this is a +1 longsword.
I got a nat 2 trying to stop Tyker.
You see Keel. He doesn't even notice. He just walks directly through you and you fall on your ass. So Tyker, you pick up this longsword. It is a +1 longsword. It has a fairly minor enchantment on it. It's not inhabited by like a malevolent demon or anything like that.
Good.
Damn it.
Oh, can I have the longsword, man?
And yeah, Tyker, you pick that up, and there is no reaction whatsoever from the angel statues on either side of the room. And you see Jake's like, "Hey, I guess you really are chosen by the gods. The guardians, they're not responding to you."
What do you mean, guardians, Jake?
The angels, dude.
Yeah, so I'm sort of requesting for an elaboration.
Or the statues, the legend goes if something evil come in here, the guardians, they jump up and they put them down. It looked like you guys are the good guys. I ain't coming to that room though.
That makes me feel better
about this hidden temple.
Yeah, the legend of my people, And Father Mackey's like, it is a meaningless superstition. Don't listen to Jake. He is full of nonsense.
Does Father Mackey seem like he's in trouble?
No, he's just kind of irritated by all this.
Rick is not listening to anything anyone says and is just obsessed with the shiny in the corner. So he goes to look at it.
Rick, be careful, please.
I want to follow Rick.
So shiny.
He's meant to protect me.
So the bard and the rogue, of course, step over the corpse of the witch knight. They move towards the shiny.
I draw my sword and shield.
Okay, yes, you see Keel draws his weapons. As you guys approach the pedestal, you see that the item on the pedestal is fairly small. It's an amulet no bigger than the palm of your hand. Rick, can you give me a history check?
Yes. Oh, I'm very proficient.
What did you get?
I got a 3.
A 3. Yeah, you may have seen one of these before, but you've no idea where.
Does it look valuable?
It looks extremely valuable. It's made of solid gold. So you walk up to it, you see it's a palm-sized golden disc, and it has increasingly detailed fractal patterns that appear to go on infinitely on it. And it has something short written in a script that you don't immediately recognize. Daru and Rick, can you guys give me another history check to see if you're able to decipher this script that's written on the
21.
20. Oh,
I got a 4, so I like that it stayed in character.
Rick, you have no idea. Daru, you recognize this as an archaic form of of course it's Daru. Of course it's Daru. You recognize it's an archaic form of common, and it says you can read the numeral 13 on it. And as you look at it, you get the feeling that the fractal patterns on the surface are a form of binding spell.
I would like to hold on to it if that's possible. Like,
you pick
not
it up?
secretly. Yep. So Rick is the only person next to me, right?
Yes.
Okay,
he doesn't glean anything from this amulet.
What's it
But I'll say, hey, Rick, this this amulet, I think it's got something to do with the 13th god.
Oh,
It might be best if we don't mention it to Father Mackie. Yeah,
What makes you say that, mate?
because he doesn't really like the
No.
13th.
What makes you say it's about the 13th god?
Oh, it's got the number 13 written on it.
Oh, yeah. What else?
Well, that's it.
That's all it's got written on it.
Literally, can't you tell? It sort of looks like number 13. That's all it says.
I don't read, mate.
Now that he mentions it, yeah, it kind of looks like
It's
Roman
an
numerals
archaic form of common. It just says 13.
Ah, well, there you go. What is this comment?
All right, so
I think
Daria,
it's best I keep this for now.
are you attempting to pick it up?
Yes, I will pick it up.
So you see, it's a golden disc on a chain. How do you pick it up?
Left hand. I
By
put
the
my
chain,
hand
by the
face down
chain,
and just.
by the chain.
No, I pick it up by the amulet, obviously.
Oh.
Can you give me an intelligence saving throw, please?
Look, I would never pick it up by the chain. That'd be stupid.
Yeah,
It is very stupid. I got a 6.
6. It's not so bad. It could have been worse. You take 15 psychic damage.
Whoa.
As this deafening scream of like fury and despair and just misery fills your mind, and you involuntarily let go of the amulet, and it drops and it falls on the ground. And after this scream kind of echoes through your mind, you immediately realize that this amulet is the source of the aura that fills the temple, as well as probably what's driving the animals crazy. Someone has opened the temple and unsealed the amulet, and its influence is kind of leaking into the surrounding area.
Rick, I think this is a Horcrux.
Tycho, what are you doing?
We may have to destroy it.
All right, I get the tip of my rapier and I
Yep.
pick it up by the chain.
Okay, so what I just said was that it's giving off this aura of madness to everyone nearby. So you're picking it up and doing what exactly with it?
Oh, what should we do with it? You said it was made of gold.
It is solid
Made of
gold.
gold.
It's
Look,
thick.
and I think
Solid
it'll take some
gold.
sort of magical means to destroy. So Rick,
right,
maybe
well-
put that away before you hurt
We're still
all
on
of
there.
us.
We're still on the
Kill.
other side of the room, aren't we?
Yeah,
Don't
so
blow your breath on
Keel and
this.
Tyka, you're kind of having a look at this witch knight's corpse. You notice he does have this bag, which on closer inspection, can you guys give me an Arcana check?
Yes, I can. Thank you for drinking my potion. I get a +8 to
We
that.
should put
Oh,
it in the
Jesus.
bag.
20.
20.
30.
Be less than
With the
that. So, yeah.
20, Keel, you recognize the bag as a bag of holding. It is an extra plane of space, which can hold, I don't know, like 500 pounds of gear or whatever, some shit like that.
Does anyone
is-
have a bag?
That's a nice bag.
You
In the
also
bag?
notice that the bag is sealed shut by this this metal clip looking thing around the mouth of it. Give me another Arcana check on the metal clip. I've got a thing here.
Nat 20, 28.
A nat 20.
A nat one.
Are you
28.
kidding?
Nah, Keel, you're doing it wrong. You got to do it like this.
Okay. You see, Taika shoves Keel at Keel. You immediately glean its nature. Taika shoves you out of the way, picks it up, and starts smashing it against the ground like a fucking ape.
What the fuck, dude?
You let him do that for a little bit, and then you're like, I'm pretty sure that's a voice-activated magical lock, and you have to say a specific command word in order to get it to open.
Okay, it's
I was waiting.
With a nat 20, I'll say, Keel, that you recognize some runes inscribed on it as probably being infernal runes. Taika continues to bash it on the ground like an ape.
Taika, could you stop, man?
I'm loosening it up for you.
It's not going to loosen, bro. It's not going to loosen. I know a little bit of infernal. It's something I learned at from the hunters, but only a little bit.
Well, we don't need your life story. Open the book.
Okay, Rick, go deal with your amulet.
I have it, and I'm waving it under his nose.
Oh, I do speak infernal.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. That's what I was double checking.
Well, you can read the runes, and you can see. I guess Taika, yeah. Since you can read the runes, you can also glean that this is a magical lock that is sealed and requires a command word to open.
Right, so what are we saying, Keel? I've got to read something.
Yeah, look at the bag.
Murloc.
You say melon, nothing happens.
Wow, why not?
Oh, that's funny. That was the translation.
I wasn't expecting the nat 20. So what I'll tell you is yes, there is a word, probably in infernal, that will cause this bag to open. But you guys
Try open.
Open.
For fuck's sake. So Taika, you say open in infernal.
Yep. Which is Merlon.
Just keep saying Melon works.
Okay. All right. Fine. You guys work out my fucking puzzle. Taika,
puzzle, honey.
shut the hell up. Taika
Speak open to open.
I mean, I didn't think you guys would work. It was all so obvious.
Monash said it's a Horcrux, and that made me think about Harry Potter. And to get into the Chamber of Secrets, you say open.
Taika whispers open to this magically sealed lock in infernal. It's this horrible screeching noise. With a click, the lock comes undone, and you guys can open this bag of holding at will.
All right, I waggle the medallion under Keel's nose some more, and I'm like, it's gonna get you. It's gonna get you. And then I pop it in the bag.
You pop it in the bag?
Yeah.
It's not funny, Rick. Seriously, I don't understand. This thing is a dangerous amulet, and you're just waving it around.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous. You probably shouldn't touch it.
Yeah, you see, Daru's got his eyes, nose, and ears are all bleeding.
Daru, what the fuck? Are you okay, man?
Don't touch the amulet.
Is JJ in the room?
Yeah, he's kind of standing at the back. They're all kind of like, you see JJ's all like, hey, we're all going to take a share in that their amulet, right? Hey.
Yeah,
and
I look at him and go, don't you dare fucking touch it.
He can have the amulet if he wants it, right?
Father Mackey's like, you should put that back where you found it. You shouldn't mess with things like that.
Like what, Father Mackey? What?
You see Jake's all like, hey, what in that bag? Can I have a look?
No.
Is there anything else inside the bag? Like if I hold it out for Keel to reach his arm in?
Can we not?
You do it, Keel.
Can we possibly open it in a safer location?
This place seems safe. We're good.
Personally, I'd like to open it in a safer place, please.
What if we just pull one thing out, and then we'll pull the rest? We'll pull another thing out of the ship, and we'll just like an advent calendar. Every day we'll pull something new out of this bag.
Well, did you check there were things in there already?
I didn't.
You guys, you haven't opened the bag yet. There could be anything in there. anything.
Yeah, there could be another rock lobster.
I try and pull something out that isn't an amulet.
Okay, the amulet's not in there yet. So
Oh.
Taika
mistake.
perhaps acting impulsively on account of the amulet. So Taika, I'll say when you open the bag, Rick, you can drop the amulet in as Taika pulls something out if you want.
All right. I'll wait till he withdraws his arm, though.
Taika has a lucky dip. Taika, you reach into the bag and your hand kind of gropes for a little bit. The space inside the bag is much larger than you're expecting, and you tilt the bag up and you shake it a little bit, and there's this clank, and something lands in your hand, and your fingers close around the hilt of a sword.
Ooh.
Yeah, two swords.
Two swords.
Yep. And you pull it out.
What a man.
You pull out this sword.
What a man. Sorry.
And it is a finely made elven blade. And as you pull it out, can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
No.
Bastard.
Is Bastard back?
The return of Jafar. Bastard.
Wait, was Bastard was Bastard an elven sword?
11.
11. Taika kind of reaches into this bag. He takes hold of something and he pulls it out, and you see a change comes over his face as he does so. And he pulls it out and you see his eyes go completely red, and he kind of spins around, and Taika, you lose control of your body. And you hear this voice that is not Taika's come from his mouth. And he goes, "Hey, what's going on? My name's Bastet."
Taika, what has happened to Taika?
How you guys going? Hey, what brings you down here?
No.
I've heard of you.
That is definitely a devil.
Hey, no, I'm not a devil. I'm just a chilled out magic sword. Can you give me an insight check?
Insight.
Yes, insight check.
All of us?
Yeah, man, anyone who is suspicious.
Nat one.
Insight is wisdom. I'm not good at that.
Daru, you fully believe that he has a chilled out magic sword, and you wish to get your hands on him.
Hang on, let me check.
Hey,
I got a 17.
I like swords.
18.
With 17 and 18, yes, you guys see through his rather flimsy deception. He's not a chilled out magic sword. He is a demon possessing a sword.
Hey, Taika, pass me that chilled out magic sword. You already got a magic sword.
No.
Okay, I press the amulet against his hand in an attempt to make him drop the sword.
Okay, give me an unarmed attack then, I guess, against Bastet.
Okay. 22.
22. All right. Okay. Yes. You take this amulet, and moving really suddenly, you press it up against Taika's forehead, and a couple of things happen all at once. So you see Bastet's he's all like, "Great googly moogly," and then the sword kind of flips out of Taika's hand and lands with a clang on the ground. And Taika, can you give me an intelligence saving throw, please?
It is a 6.
6.
Sorry, man.
So the power of the amulet kind of hits you, and Bastet's like, I don't want to borrow that. I'm out of here. And he flips out of your hand. But you unfortunately take 17 psychic damage in the process. As Rick presses the amulet up against your head, you hear this scream, this wail of frustration and rage and misery as he presses it up against your head.
Oh, that's a bad touch.
And you guys can see the sword that has identified itself as Bastet lying on the ground, and it's faintly vibrating. But you get the feeling it doesn't have enough juice to talk to you unless you touch it.
Should we put it back in the bag?
Yep, quick, put it back.
You see Jake's kind of hypnotized by the sword, and he starts to move towards it.
All right, yeah. We I use one of my many shawls and sword and make a contraption to put it back in the bag.
Yeah, you pick it up and you pop it back in the bag. What do you can see it's pretty upset. The sword gives the impression of being really upset at being thrown.
Can it
back
not say anything?
No, not unless you touch it. It can't talk to you.
All right, I lean real close to it and I say, "You're in a bag." That's it.
All right. The sword seems resigned.
Does it piss it off? No.
It's hard to tell.
I throw in the novel so he can read, so he's not bored.
You throw in Lothar the Legendary's biography, and what about the
Oh, we put the amulet.
You throw that in there too?
Because the sword's in there. Should we put the amulet in too? I mean, the sword doesn't have hands. It's a sword. So, and it really didn't like the amulet. Let's put the amulet in there.
Okay, so you turf the sword, Lothar, the Legendary's Book of Erotica, and the amulet into the bag of holding, and you cinch the drawstring, and Taika, you immediately feel better. You calm the fuck down. You don't feel the need to like punch stuff all the time. And you guys feel the aura of madness that surrounded the temple immediately dissipates once you seal the bag up. So there's the four of you kind of standing there in an oddly tense circle around this bag, with Jake kind of just behind you, and Father Mackie and JJ at the back of the room. And Father Mackie's like, "Oh, hey, that's much better. So now what?
How the hell do we get out of here? Do we have to go back through that poison?
Well, first things first, I reckon, can anyone wear full plate armor?
It's not exactly my specialty, but
anyone can wear it. Depends if you can move with it.
But can you pull it off?
I mean, I am a fan of that longsword you picked up, the one that isn't cursed by demon.
No, but he wants it.
Look, I'll take any new sword.
It does work for me.
Man and their swords.
Rick, why don't you want this longsword? Are you a man?
It's not clear.
You see Jake's like, "Well, it looks like you done solved the problem, dear. I kind of wanted to talk to that sword fella a little bit more, but
no, I think you're fine, mate. I think you're fine.
Okay, well, now that y'all hired me as captain, I say we head back to the boat. What you guys think?"
Yeah, right.
Hold on. I don't think you were captain. I think we were going to hire you as bosun, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
no. Tiger. He's head chef. He's head chef. He's qualified for that.
People can be two things.
Yeah, I could be bored.
I got you, Jake.
Oh, I don't understand the roles of the ship anymore.
I appreciate that, Daru. I'm your guy. I'm your man.
Cabin boy.
Yeah. All right. So you guys kind of you stack up in a single file again, and with your new bag of holding, and leaving the rather perplexing mystery of all the murdered soldiers behind.
I pull Tyker aside.
Yep.
And I say to him, "Look, I'm really sorry about the brain screams. But I think we should maroon JJ on this island when we leave."
What will the rest of his sailors think, though?
Oh, he died valiantly trying to save Benny, his longtime lover. It was so beautiful.
I absolutely saw Benny fall to his death.
We can only live on in them. Did he?
Yes, I narrated them all looking shocked.
All right.
So
I don't know. What do you think? He's just going to cause problems for us wherever he goes.
He's going to cause problems. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Father Mackie kind of comes over. He's like, "Hey, what are you guys talking about?"
We're talking about the 13th god.
Stop talking about the 13th god at once. That is
hey, you
naughty.
guys talking about the 13th god?
We're talking about the 13th god.
Come in, co-captain.
No, cut it out. Stop talking about the 13th god. I thought you might have been conspiring to murder these poor gentlemen here.
No, Father Mackie, this is a circle for people who believe in the 13th god.
Well, then you are all heretics, and I want nothing to do with you. And you see, he turns and walks away.
Hey, Taika, that was really cool. But what's happening here?
What do we do with CJ?
What do you mean? What do we do with CJ?
And you see Jake's watching him real closely with a fishing spear in his hands.
So, plan maroon on the island or no?
Look, I've just come into this conversation, but I'm not very comfortable with that.
Seems slightly too aggressive. I was thinking, do you reckon there'd be any incriminating smuggling evidence on the ship?
I'd say so.
Yeah. Taika, it'd be us stealing the ship.
No, but
no.
We requisitioned it when we
Johnson.
found out they were pirates. And we take it back to the crown and we hand them in to be strung up.
That's more my style. We'll get some gold for that.
Dirty pirates. Who would do that?
Dirty man.
Horrible pirates. Horrible. We're doing the nation a favor by
They're
taking
doing
them
the
off the
Queen's
seas.
work.
Team, I'm really not a fan of this idea. I think this is...
You're not a part of this conversation, Keel.
Hey, Keel, shut up. They were talking about killing him. I'm talking them out of it.
Now, how do we convince Keel to get rid of CJ?
Keel.
I could take the bag and start walking away and like crying.
No, I catch up with Keel. I catch up with Keel. And I'm like, they're pirates, mate. They sell things that they're not supposed to sell. We're doing
Hey,
what we're meant to do.
Hey.
You're the
People
one
can sell what they like.
You dealt with them.
We needed.
Everyone's
Who are
entitled
we
to a
employed
business.
by again?
You're employed by the Queen.
We needed to
No,
do the Queen's
yes.
work.
Yeah, you're employed by the gods via the Queen and her spy
We're
master.
employed
Doric.
by the Queen. We may
Yeah,
have to
all
do
hail
these dirty
Queen
things,
Gloriana.
but Johnson is just a bad person through and through.
I mean, hail Queen, but I don't remember her orders being to. I don't know, you guys.
But Keel,
I'm really conflicted.
I found this shield of Dilkash's army in his stuff.
Oh,
wait,
He's clearly.
did you just pull the sword out?
No, the shield.
No,
The shield.
Oh, the shield.
Give me a deception check.
can I help?
and Keel, yeah, you can help. And Keel, give me an insight check to see if you
So
know
roll
anything.
with
I'm not-
advantage, Daru.
Oh,
Roll
I'm
with
not
advantage.
you.
I'm not good at wisdom. I got the bonus to intelligence. I got literally a
13.
10.
Ooh.
Keel, you believe him. He found a shield with the insignia of King Dilkash's army among JJ stuff.
I'm going.
See, JJ's like, that's bullshit. That's not mine. Hey,
It's not
what's
yours
going on?
anymore. I've taken it off you.
Hey, that was never mine. Why would I need a shield?
Also, it's
So
never
it's
yours.
like
You
a pirate.
stole it, maybe.
I guess.
Hey, this is a
JJ.
nice shield. I might keep it.
JJ.
Anyway, we can talk about this later. Let's go back to the boat.
And head back to the boat. I'm pretty tired.
You guys sneak very carefully past the rock lobster, which kind of
It's pretty full.
its tummy is full, so it kind of lets you go.
I just have PTSD and I'm just like shaking.
Hey, Jake, we'll come back and eat this thing next time.
Hell yeah! That I ain't never seen a crawdad that big.
I grab a floating foot.
A floating, yes, you grab one of Keel's floating feet, which escaped the rock lobsters.
Here you go,
Hey,
Keel.
Hey, you reckon we can clone another Keel from that so he can talk to himself?
I guess hold.
Hey, if you find a high enough level spell, yes.
Okay, I'm going to write one right now.
I guess hold it. I'm like, oh god.
And you see Keel, he experiences existential uncertainty to a crippling degree. So you guys make it back onto the boat, and you see the three other sailors are kind of like, "Yar, where be Smee? What's going on?" And JJ kind of fills them in. He's like, "Hey, yeah, Smee didn't make it, neither did Benny." And so that's 5 crew members in one day. And you guys, since it requires at least 4 people to run the boat, you guys, I guess, Jake helps out. You see Jake helps out. He's like, "Hey, everyone, listen to me. I'm your new boatswain." And you see he takes a rope and he starts beating people with it because that's an important part.
All right, I turn
important part of the boatswain's job.
to Jake and I'm like, put him in the brig, referring to.
The JJ?
We have a brig.
You see JJ kind of looks around at all of you and his hand gets real tight on the grip of his cutlass. But then he kind of throws it down in front of you guys and he's like, "Fine, show me to the brig. I don't know where this is going, but let's find out." And he puts his hands up and Jake with his fishing spear leads him down.
Can we search him
to
for
the brig
daggers
there.
before we let him in there?
You find an improbable number of daggers. Like every time you think you're done, there's another one. There's daggers inside his daggers. Like you open the handle of one of his daggers, there's a smaller dagger inside it. And you open the handle of that, there's like a corn cob holder in it. It's
Nice.
whole thing.
Okay.
I lean over to Daru and I say, I always wanted a ship with a brig.
I always wanted to find a dagger in a dagger.
You guys set a course back towards Guildford, the capital. You're only a few hours away, and you take your newly acquired ship, and you guys head for Guildford. And pulling into the port, you guys notice that it is way more busy and active than it was before. So they were already pretty busy. With the kingdom gearing up for war, and now it's gone absolutely mental. There are so many people. There's barely enough space to stand. People rushing hither and thither on the quay. You can see the entire Royal Navy is being mobilized. Every ship is being brought out of the dry dock. And you can see a Royal Herald is standing on the dock and he's shouting at a crowd of merchants as you guys pull up. So Jake kind of moors you guys at one end of the quay, and you get a little closer and you can hear this Royal Herald, and he's like, "By order of Queen Gloriana, all ships in the port are heretofore impounded within the harbour unless specifically released by the Lord Admiral. Any and all vessels appropriate for military service are now considered property of the Crown and part of the Royal Navy." And you can see there's all these furious merchants and they're booing, they're ooh, and they're shouting abuse at him. And there's a party of armored Marines kind of holding them back from this royal herald, and you can see soldiers running here, there, and everywhere. So you guys pull up on the quay, and you recognize a familiar figure. It's this shrouded old man, and you recognize this as Gaviziel's disguise, and he's waiting for you guys on the quay. What do you guys do? You see he waves enthusiastically at you.
I wave back. I think he's really cool.
How is it so
Yeah, I went
busy
back
already?
What did you call him? Gaviz or Gav?
Gaviziel.
Gav.
Gav, yes.
Gav, we have a ship now. Do you like it?
You see he comes over. He's like, oh, this is your ship.
Indeed.
Astonishing. How did this state of affairs come to be?
Well,
We
we
earned
took her
it.
in the name of the Queen because
Oh, I see. Yes.
it's
Because
content.
it was useful to our mission.
Yeah, we requisitioned it from a band of pirates.
Excellent, Taika. Well done.
Where's this pirate? Where are the pirates?
We
now?
we've put him in the brig, and the others have been lost to sea.
I see. Yes, and you see,
Yes, see.
Gaviziel disappears, and he reappears with JJ. Kind of, he's holding him by the arm. He's like, this one, the one you put in the brig.
That's the one.
Indeed.
As you can see, this place, a lot has changed. You've been, the four of you, you've been summoned before the Queen. I would advise you not to dilly-dally, unless you had any questions for me.
What's happened since we've been gone?
Doric and the Queen will fill you in.
Um,
Come.
yeah.
And he touches all
No,
four
okay.
of you and JJ, and there's a sound like a whip crack and a flash of bright light. And he teleports you guys, and you guys find yourselves in... you guys find yourselves in the Queen's audience chamber, her private audience chamber. And Doric is there, and for the first time, you guys see Queen Gloriana up close. And neither of them looks surprised to see you. It looks like they're expecting you once again.
What happened?
So Queen Gloriana, she is in her late 30s, possibly early 40s. She's wearing quite a lot of makeup and a rather large and intricate dress. You know, the kind of dress that's just covered in pearls and like gems and jewels. It's really heavy. Like if an assassin tried to stab her, there's a solid chance that all the decoration on her dress would stop the blade from penetrating. You see she's kind of sitting there, and she's in the room, Doric's in the room, and there's half a dozen guards around the edges of the room, and they're just kind of standing there.
What does she look like? If she was a celebrity, who would she be?
She looks exactly like Queen Elizabeth I.
Oh, so she's not pretty then.
No, not especially, no.
Oh.
Wow. Hey, Queen.
And Gaviziel kind of whispers. He's like, that is Queen Gloriana, chosen Queen of the gods.
I give
Show
a very
respect."
dramatic bow with a flourish of my hat. Flourish.
I give an even more flourishing bow.
Oh, can we roll up for it?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a performance check. Each rogue versus bard here.
I have disadvantage on charisma checks. So.
14?
Oh, bitch, I knocked you out of the water.
Oi.
23.
What'd you get? 23. Rick is much more snappy with his plume is much bigger. You know what I mean? Somehow he
Check
manages
this
to.
plume.
He sweeps the floor and actually cleans up a little while he's doing it.
So he ends up putting dust on his head?
Yes, a little bit of dust. Absolutely, yeah.
But it sparkles in the light.
Yes,
I feel good about it now.
You guys kind of stand there and you all make your obeisance to the Queen, and she doesn't really acknowledge you. But Doric sort of walks forward and he's like, congratulations. I'm given to understand you have been to Montport. Have you solved the problem?
We believe so. For now.
We found things.
What did you find? Show them to us.
I don't want to open the bag.
You don't want to open which bag? Show me bag.
There was a sword that
A sword?
It talked
Why are
to
you
us.
telling this woman this, mate? What's wrong with you?
Whose
Cards.
bag is this?
Deck.
Well,
Ah.
Can I elbow Keel in the ribs
Yeah,
for
please
already
do.
giving away too much?
And I step on, I'm like, Your Majesty, we were set.
Darren, what was that for?
So you see Doric's like, well, regardless, as long as the threat is ended, then we are happy.
There is
You know,
a
you have
threat
won
no
us a
more.
no, that's excellent. You have won us a great victory, and at a time like this, we need a victory. You see, I'm afraid I have some bad news.
What do you mean, Doric?
King Dilcash has officially declared war. The 16 petty kingdoms are now officially in a state of civil war.
Oh shit!
Yes, this of course changes things. Before we were jockeying for position, trying to see who could win the most influence. King Dilkasha said, no more. Now we fight and we decide who will win this way. And so King Dilkash, he is on the march. His armies are powerful. The people are scared. And so we need maybe some heroes. We need maybe some people to point to, and we say, hey, look, these guys, they're tough. You don't have to worry. These guys, they are tough. And we think maybe you are these guys. What do you think?
What's in it for us?
Is Antoine Lacroix involved?
Antoine Leclerc, he is not here. He is on a mission of his own. We need to make an announcement today. We need to announce them. We say,
Now, Doric, we actually saw the corpses of some heroes down at Monport.
yeah, they were still there. That is unfortunate.
What do you mean
Yes,
they were still there?
Well, I sent them there a week ago.
Oh.
How many more of us have there been?
Chosen?
Yes.
I have not kept count, but by my count, let's see, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 120. You are maybe 256 chosen so far. Of those, perhaps 28 are alive at the moment.
Have any of them come back from the dead?
Back from the dead? Sometimes, yes. We hear of chosen come back from the dead, yes. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Are we just expendable to you?
You're not expendable to me, no. Absolutely not. You are among the most powerful cards in my deck, in Queen Gloriana's deck. You are the most powerful pieces on the board, but pieces are made to be sacrificed.
Do I believe him? Like, is that him trying to spin me around?
He's just told you that he doesn't care if you die.
Yeah.
He's like, you are here to serve.
Yeah.
The gods have granted you their power, and this is the purpose for your power, to serve the god's queen.
Is this a private audience or is it like a...
Yeah, this is like a private audience chamber.
Right.
And you see JJ's at the back, and you see the queen kind of leans forward and she murmurs something in Doric's ear. And he's like, who is that? Who is this grubby man at the back? Who is this guy? And you see he points at JJ.
He's our subordinate.
He's a pirate.
He's like, subordinates? I'm a hostage. These guys, they came aboard my ship and they stole it. Your Majesty, I would like to...
I said, he's
I
our
stop him from talking.
subordinate.
I would like to lodge a formal complaint.
We are the gods' champions.
This is a pirate we came across
Your
on our
Majesty,
travels.
we seized so much contraband from his ship. He was avoiding your taxes to profit one of the other 16 kingdoms.
I'm just actively looking
See
away
this
at this
shield?
point.
I found it on his ship.
You see, he and Doric kind of share a glance, and Doric is like, he looks like an enterprising businessman, the kind of man who would
Take
secure
opportunities
supplies.
from any chance he could get.
He would take opportunities,
And
yes, and perhaps
secrets,
that's
Your Majesty.
the kind of man that we would need. And you hear the queen speaks out loud now for the first time, and she interrupts Doric. He falls immediately silent, and she goes, "We have heard enough. The vessel is now the property of our Royal Navy at the disposal of these 4 brave warriors. You, Captain, attempted to impede 4 agents of the crown chosen by the gods themselves in execution of their duty. Seize him." And you see 4 guards come forward, and they see Captain Johnson, or former Captain Johnson there.
My queen, please, we need him to man the ship.
Remand him to a cell overnight. He has an appointment at dawn. You see the guards start to drag him away, and he freaks the fuck out. And he's like, please, no, I'm sorry. You can have my ship. Do you guys want to intercede on his behalf?
I do. Hang on. Your Majesty, no one knows the waters like Johnson. Perhaps his fate can await him later, but for now we need him to get to where you need us to go swiftly and quickly.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. 19.
You see the queen raises her hand, and the guards stop instantly. And she kind of looks at Doric, and Doric is like, perhaps we'll be of use, Your Majesty. A man like this is always of use. And you see the queen kind of looks back and forth between you, and she goes, very well. Remand him to a cell overnight and take his hand. And they drag away. You see, they drag away Captain Johnson. His screams kind of follow him down the hallway there. And the queen kind of sits back down, and Doric is all like, well, with that business dealt with, I would ask that you all please head down to the public audience chamber. The queen would like to honor you all there and present you to court. Is this, you're okay with this, no?
Of course.
Yes, sir.
Just before we go, my queen.
You see Doric is like, you may address me, yes?
May I ask that when you take the former captain's hand, you take his non-dominant hand? He may still be of use to us.
You see the queen gives an almost imperceptible nod, and Doric kind of goes, the instructions will be relayed.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're most welcome. Our queen is most gracious. So yes, you guys head down to the public audience chamber, and you can see it's kind of full. It's kind of full of all these fairly useless people. They're like these powdered and primped nobles, and they're all wearing like these wigs and shit like that. And they've got these fancy clothes on, and they're all, oh my goodness, oh, you never guessed the news. Oh, okay, it is to be war. Oh, whatever will we do? Oh, war. Oh my goodness. And you see they're all kind of arguing and things like that. So you guys kind of go down there. You notice that Doric hasn't given you an opportunity to wash, and that's intentional. So you guys are kind of like drenched in blood and ichor and shit like that from your battle with the crabs.
Clean.
And yes, Keel is clean, but he's drenched in celestial afterbirth.
He didn't get washed off in the wading through the rock lobster water.
He did, but then he slipped and fell in his own placenta on the other side. Got covered again. You see Gaviziel kind of follows you guys down there. He's like, hey, you did very well. What was it you actually found over at Montport? Was there anything I need to worry about? Was there anything evil?
I'm not allowed to say anything.
What do you mean you're not allowed to? Says who? I'm an angel of the gods. You can answer everything I ask you, or face my wrath.
We found the corpses of some soldiers who were served the evil King Gilcash, and they were all murdered by themselves. It looked like a little all-out war.
Interesting.
What do you know about a person or a thing or a person called
Bastet?
Bastet. Have you ever heard that name?
You see Gaviziel freezes solid, and he kind of turns, and his face gets way too close to yours, Rick, to the point where his nose is almost touching yours. And he goes, what do you know of Bastet?
Am I allowed to speak?
No.
No, I stand on your toes, whatever your toes look like.
Little like claws.
I stand on your talons.
Ow, this fucking hurts, man.
I heard he's back in the world, so to speak. That sword is floating around again. What would that mean?
Lying.
Oh.
Why are you lying to me? So he's a celestial, and he knows when he's told a lie.
All right.
We found an amulet linked to the 13th god.
You see Gaviziel, he kind of teleports directly in front of you, and he sticks out a hand, Daru, and it's like walking into a wall, and he halts you dead. And he's like, amulet, what amulet? Show me the amulet now.
I don't have it.
And you see he knows you're lying.
I don't have
you
it.
See he turns into a 9 foot tall angel instead of an old man.
Gav,
he didn't want to give it to you.
You see he turns on you, Keel, and he's Keel Silver Scale. Hand me that amulet now.
Yes.
Hey, give it. I don't think that's a good idea. It sort of it hurt us.
We hand it to him.
Why am I? I'm sorry. It's like it's under pressure. It's like I'm start crying.
So do you guys give him the amulet, or
well,
what do you do?
It's in this bag.
Are you just giving him the whole bag, or are you gonna fish the amulet out of it?
We open the bag.
I need to speak infernal to open it, and there's a.
You didn't put the lock back on it. You can just open it whenever you want.
Hey, Kill. Let me get it. Kill. I'll help you get the amulet out.
Please don't hurt me anymore.
So open the bag. I'm gonna grab a crossbow bolt. I'm gonna fish it into the bag to pull the amulet out. Yep. So I'm just grabbing it by the chain at the end of the bolt.
You see, his eyes kind of light up when you pull this amulet out. He takes it in his hand. He just grabs the amulet, and it doesn't appear to affect him.
I could have done that.
You see, he holds it, and he holds it up. Do any of you guys speak Celestial?
No.
He says something to it in Celestial in kind of a satisfied tone. And he looks at you, and he goes, you four have done excellent. excellent work in bringing this to me. And you see he
I'm a
vanishes.
little uncomfortable.
I think
very
we messed up.
uncomfortable. Yeah.
Remember, there was a heap of Gavs in that room.
Wait, there were heaps
Heap
of
of Gavs.
Yeah, in that
Like
room
the
there was a heap
angels.
of statues that looked like Gav. What if Gav's the 13th god?
Hey, but if they were all a heap of Gavs, they would have just picked up that amulet.
Well, no, because we were going to
So
take
what?
it back to the real Gav.
Oh.
So what you're saying is Gav isn't an angel.
Didn't he say
He's
something
a
weird
third-
like a couple of episodes ago?
Episodes? What is an episode?
Well, he couldn't teleport us straight to the
That
castle
was
initially. That was pretty weird.
Weenie. Yeah,
That
that
was
was kind of
weird.
weenie for an angel.
Mm.
Didn't he say something about being in service for something that happened a long time ago? I thought.
Well, Gav told us he wanted to show us the city.
You guys are kind of standing in one of the corners talking about that rather intense and somewhat scary, because you got the impression Gav would have absolutely killed you to get the amulet back. This rather intense and scary confrontation. You guys kind of see...
Yeah, my pants are wet.
Amulet back.
You guys see the divine monk, Fendala, kind of approach you in the crowd, and he's like, "Hey, I hear we're honoring you guys today."
Have we properly met Fendala, or was he just there in a big fight?
He was just kind of there. You haven't actually... He's like, "Let me introduce myself. I'm Fendala."
I've heard
Fendala.
I've heard of you, Fendala. You are a legend.
Oh,
You see, he kind of sets his shoulders. He's like, "Yes, everybody has."
Fendala.
Yes.
Did you see Gavizio?
Yes, it's probably best if you don't ask what he's up to. He's a mysterious and sometimes abrasive fellow.
Okay. He threatened my life and then he teleported away.
He did that when I met him. Yeah, that's kind of his thing.
Okay, that makes me feel at ease. Whew.
And you see the queen, she kind of there's this fanfare and the queen sits down on her throne. And you see Doric's kind of fulfilling the role of Major Domo as well. And he's like, "The queen will now address the court." And that's all he says. And he kind of crouches down, and the queen looks out over the court, and you hear everyone go silent, ready to listen to what she has to say. And she goes, "First, I would like to quell the rumors swirling around the court regarding our current state of war. King Dilcash has formally declared war upon our duchy. However, I would advise you all not to be afraid, for though King Dilcash and the Duchy of Shokes are powerful, our duchy is far more so. We possess the chosen warriors of the gods. They are truly legendary warriors, and I would like you all to join me in honoring the 4 of them today. They have recently slain a foul beast, not even a day's march from the capital. With such doughty warriors as these at our sides, we cannot fail." And you see, she goes to gesture you guys, and as she does so, bang! The doors at the end of the audience chamber burst open, and you see Antoine Lacroix bursts in with Dirk the dwarf, Father Rothweird, and Lady Celia. That's his priest and his elf there. And you see, he goes, "Your Majesty, I regret to intrude. However, I have some urgent news from the front lines." And you see the queen kind of just raises an eyebrow and goes, "Speak then, Knight Captain Antoine." And he goes, "Oh, Your Majesty, we have caught we have the best of news. We have cornered a deadly drake that was plaguing one of your villages and slain it. We have bested it, and we now bring its head to grace your wall." And you see, he gestures to Dirk the dwarf, and he walks forward and he empties out this sack that he's carrying. And you see, Keel, you recognize this is the head of a wyvern. It falls on the ground. Some
He
5 or 6
recognizes
meters.
from a book, right? Because he's not
Yes, from a book,
for-
from a book.
Yeah, from an
Yeah.
erotic book.
That's a wyvern.
Yes.
Well done,
You see,
well done, Keel. We all know that. Even I've killed one of those.
So he drops the head of a wyvern on the floor, and you see all the courtiers are suitably impressed. They're "Oh wow, oh my goodness, a wyvern! Oh my goodness, yeah." And you see the queen without missing a beat. She goes, "Yes, here are the 4 powerful chosen that we are here to honor today. I ask you to join me in honoring Knight Captain Antoine Lacroix,
Bitch!
the dwarf warrior Dirk, Father Frothweird and Lady Celia, and you see all the nobles kind of golf clap there. Very good, very good. Yes, wonderful. And you see Anton Lacroix is like, yes, me, and he just kind of like gestures to himself. And as he catches your eyes, he kind of is like, yeah, what's up? What's up? I stole your moment.
You see like my little eyes dripping out of my mouth.
Do we know where he lives?
You do. You've met him at his house at the barracks there.
We know where you live.
Fendala kind of leans over to you guys, and he's all like, "I'm sorry about that. That one's altogether too flashy." But
Is he good at what he does?
he's good at what he does. But I suspect that perhaps his faith may be a little wanting. In times such as these, though, the gods maybe are looking for people who are strong of arms.
Can I try
rather than
and
strong of
trip
faith.
him as he walks up onto the stage?
Antoine Lacroix?
Yes, subtly.
I was just going to kill him in his sleep.
There would be 200 odd people in this room. And like, it's kind of like the royal coronation. So there's like an aisle down the middle.
Okay.
It's an aisle down the middle in which he's walking. So
Can
you would have to walk out of the crowd and somehow.
No. Can Rick reach into a pocket, throw out a marble, because he's a gambler, so he has every kind of gambling utensil, and try and trip him that way?
Give me a ranged attack roll.
No.
Yeah, give me a ranged attack roll.
I don't want
throw
to.
Your marble on the ground. No. You don't want to. You change your mind. Okay. All right. Yes. So you see Fendala. Fendala goes, yes, perhaps the gods are looking for those strong of arm rather than strong of faith. And you see Doric kind of bustling through the crowd, and he walks up to you guys, and he's like, I'm very sorry for that. That was exceptionally bad luck. But Antoine, he is good at this kind of thing. Why do you think he is premier? He is first sword of Fernwield. He picks his moments well. I'm sorry for that, but there will be other times. There will be other times for you.
Doric, I
Maybe
actually
not
do
for him.
appreciate your sympathy. That's different.
Yes, well, I have soft spot for you. You solve me a problem. I hope I can solve you problems maybe in the future. So I have another mission for you, one that is much more prestigious, but also much more urgent. You may be interested in this one.
Yes, shall we talk in another room?
Yeah, maybe that is best. And you see, he leads you up to his office, which is, he's got the pool table-sized desk and the lush carpets and all the leather-bound books. And you see, he sits down. He's like, "You guys want a vodka? Who wants a vodka? I have vodka.
I'll have a vodka.
You see, he pours you guys a vodka, and you guys all do a shot of vodka. He's like, yes,
I definitely cheers him first.
He's like, it's a good thing I am a dwarf, and this is a fantasy kind of podcast. Otherwise, this would be an unfair racial stereotype. And you see, he does a shot of vodka.
Yeah, I know dwarves never have vodka.
No, it's a me thing. It's not a dwarf thing. It's a me thing.
It's the dwarven.
He's dwarven. It's good. So you see, he goes. Now, as you have just heard, of course, King Dilcash has declared open war upon the petty kingdom of Fernwield. It is no more posturing. It is no more talk. It is time to throw down. And to be honest, we are on the back foot. King Dilcash, he has army, he has demon army, and we have not yet gathered the heavenly host to defeat him. So we are planning what might be called a tactical withdrawal, a strategic retreat. Headlong flight, if you wanted to be cruel about it. So King Dilcash has moved to seize the port city of Tyria, which is on the opposite side of the Great Lake.
Oh God.
Yes, it is in the petty kingdom of Raditz, and he has annexed the kingdom of Raditz and is moving to seize the city by force. The city will almost certainly not be able to hold, and so we are sending you into the city to get our men out. There is a diplomat by the name of Sir Francis Bartholomew and his assistant, Mr. Pin. We need you to travel to the city of Tyria, arrive before King Dilcash's forces storm the city, and extract our agent, extract our man. Is straightforward mission. You if you get there fast enough, you get there. You take our man, you bring him home. It's easy.
Is Tyria a coastal town?
It is, yes. It's a port city of Tyria. So we had Sir Francis Bartholomew. He was there.
Captains.
Sir Francis Bartholomew was there. He was trying to win the petty kingdom of Raditz over to our side.
the King Geoffrey of Reddit's was he was indecisive, and sometimes he say King Dilcash, I follow you. Sometimes he say Queen Gloriana, I follow you. Dilcash, he runs out of patience, and he says, King Geoffrey, I take away your choice. You are part of my kingdom now, and so yes, you must pull our man out of there, otherwise he falls into enemy hands. This is your mission, should you choose to accept it.
I take it then that Dilcash's army approaches from land and not from sea.
That's correct. King Dilcash does not yet have a name.
All the ships have been impounded. Can we have our ship back?
Yeah.
He's at your disposal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Do you have any in your inventory? Any health potions we could take with us to assist us on our journey?
I don't have on me. However, it will take some hours to convert the Harpy's Handmaiden into a Royal Navy vessel. We muster a contingent of Marines, maybe equip you with some ballisters. It will take some hours to outfit the vessel. So if you wish to go into the town and you find these things, perhaps you can do that.
Thank you very much, Doric.
Here is a purse of monies. You've all worked very hard.
Rick
so it's
takes
10 gold each.
Thank you. Oh, he's giving us each.
Rick,
He gives you guys a purse with 40 gold.
All right.
I was talking to him. It's mine.
I won't spend
Oh.
it. I won't spend it.
I'm taking it from Rick before he can get it. I'm contesting.
Okay,
this.
sleight of hand or whatever.
Yes, dexterity saving.
Bitch. Oh,
To see
hang
he
on.
can
Rick,
get it.
this is two payments, man. I haven't received money. I'm the one who carries all your rope.
All right, what'd you get?
16.
I got 16 too.
Oh shit. Okay.
Roll off?
We'll go roll off. Yeah,
Sure?
roll off. Yeah, straight D20. Whoever gets the higher number ends up with it.
Oh,
So you guys
lol.
both catch it and you pull it back and forth.
6.
I got a 16.
Okay. So you guys both catch it. Rick in his right hand, Daru in his left, and you guys kind of struggle.
No.
over it for a minute.
What I do, I go, what's that? And I point, and then I take it.
You say, "What's that?" and you point, and Daru doesn't fall for it for a second. And without missing a beat, you kick him in the kneecap, and Daru's like, "Ah, fuck!" And you snatch the coin purse off him. Then
That's fine. I'll buy my own shit.
all right.
With
Yes,
what?
so
we don't have
you
any
guys
money.
kind of-
She keeps
I have
taking,
money.
Rick keeps taking
I
all the
have
money.
I've had money
Plenty of
from the
money.
beginning, but none of you know that.
Wait, what?
you honestly snatched the second person. I think Rick, you now have 60 gold, which
No, I
is
have more
supposed to
than
be
that.
spread. Well, maybe more than that, but it's supposed to be shared among the four of you. So
Oh, yeah, I'll share it, boys. I'll share it. I'm going to make so much more than 60 gold.
But
You don't even
Oh
have
my
to
God.
worry.
Ika,
I'm
I
gonna
don't think
double,
we're seeing this
triple
money.
our earnings. It's going to be fine. I know
think-
a guy.
Look, Rick, I think as a fellow co-captain to fellow co-captain, let's just split the cash.
Co-captain. All right, fine.
all right. So Rick very reluctantly divvies up the two purses you've gotten, and each of you now has 15 gold. So you see Doric kind of watches you scrabble over the money, and he goes, "Yes. So you'll have a few hours. Perhaps you would like to go into the town. I don't know. The monster hunter. Maybe he wants to visit the guild. Maybe you visit the entertainment district.
yeah.
Between you and me, the entertainment district will not be very entertaining for long. So perhaps you visit now."
Right, I think that's where Dara will be going.
Hill, you know me very well.
Rick is going to go gamble, but
So you guys just making a beeline for the entertainment district?
Yeah.
To start with,
Like,
yes, if we've got a few hours, I'm going to spend an hour just heading in that direction and seeing what's out.
Tiger is going to find himself a crossbow.
Yeah, and I was going to go to
Okay.
the monster, the hunter, and go talk to Lothar.
Okay. So you guys splitting up or?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see, fuck me. Okay. You see the bard and the rogue. They head for the entertainment district to gamble. You see the blood hunter. He heads towards the guild district to have a chat to Lothar the legendary. And you see Tyka. He heads off
He's
towards, I
going
guess, also the guild district.
shopping.
Yeah, he heads also towards the guild district to head to the craftsman's guild and see if he can pick up some kind of weapons. So you guys head in two different directions, and that's I guess where we'll live this week. We'll call it a bit early because I'm well and truly out of notes.
Okay.
What do you mean? You don't want to split up 3 different ways, 4 different ways, and make it up as you go and remember everything? No, come.
Oh, no, you're making it,
Lazy.
you're making
Oh.
it sound like that's a hard thing for him to do. It's pretty
yeah,
easy, bro.
gosh, yeah. Melon.
It's easier if I. Thank you for listening to episode 5. If you didn't listen to episode 0 that explained some of the backstory behind this campaign, you might be a little confused about the appearance of Bastet. To sum up, he's a demon that lives in a sword, and he played a pivotal role in the previous campaign that this one is based on. I hadn't planned on revealing him this early, but I feel that Dylan's natural 20 deserved a reward, and although Bastet can be a powerful asset to the party, he's a tricky customer with an agenda all of his own. All of our music in this episode is provided under a Creative Commons license by the extremely talented Alexander Nakarada. You can find links to his work in the show notes. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow us or leave a review. We have more exciting episodes coming up. Will the Chosen's next mission really be as straightforward as Doric said, or has he sent them on another potential suicide mission? Be sure to tune in next time to find out.
Yeah, no, we'll do it for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what. We'll find something.
This is your character growth. Your character growth is weed dealer and excellent chef.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I grow stuff, I sell stuff, I cook stuff.
Yeah, it's like Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg in one.
SNOOPDOGG.
Well, we'll just cook up everything that Keel slaughters.
Well, I think we'll be going hungry.